began to hitchhike toward California. Why? Because airplanes dropped pamphlets. They said, come to California, there's lots of jobs. And I couldn't get a job, my father couldn't get a job. This is during the Depression. The banks failed. They paid off a new home. They didn't pay it off, they made down payments and several payments. When the banks failed, they couldn't continue the payments. So they were evicted. Like 15 million people in my area was sleeping in every empty lot. That was the beginning of social conscience. I looked at store windows, there were phonographs, you know, the old thing you wind up. There were all kinds of things available, but they didn't have money. They were good people. They made shacks. And at the same time, I had read there was going to be a bonus march on Washington by the veterans of World War I. That's years after the war. The government promised soldiers $600, but they didn't have the money at the time to give these millions of guys $600. So they marched on Washington with their uniforms, medals, crutches, wheelchairs, and they were sleeping in every empty lot around the Capitol. Well, I was a kid in Washington watching that, and General Douglas MacArthur, I don't know if you ever heard of him, he was a captain then. He said, the Senate said, get those guys out of here, it doesn't look good. So he ordered them to leave, and they said, not until we get our bonus. So he had his troops throw tear gas at them, and that bothered me, no end.
Well, they were tear gassing soldiers.
Yes, tear gassing veterans.
Yeah, because
wanted their bonus that the government promised them.
Yeah.
And then I said to myself, this shit's got to go. It would look very bad to me.
Yeah.
Because there was stuff around. Farmers grew food, but people didn't have the money to buy it, so their crops were rotting away. And I noticed at that time it was a depression. Now, you'll have to take my word for it because you weren't around then.